Welcome back to the Whiskey Couch. It is whiskey tasting time. My name is Gustav and you are watching Whiskey Tasting and Food Pairing Review number 247. Today, here in the Whiskey Couch, Benriach CURIOSITAS, a peated single malt from the Speyside region, which you don't often find peated single malts from the Speyside. So this is an exciting one. We have done a couple of Benriach single malt reviews and food pairings in all of the videos on our YouTube channel, but not this one yet. So I'm quite excited to share what we find here at the Whiskey Couch in terms of the CURIOSITAS from the Benriach Distillery, founded way back 1898 and owned by the Benriach Distillery Company, part of Forman. And Benriach, of course, one of the very few distilleries with their own floor maltings. And it actually says that here, it says here Benriach Distillery and the founding date, and then there the floor maltings. And while I'm showing you, this is a 46% ABV expression from Benriach, matured in ex-Bourbon casks. And I'm going to pour myself a dram here. Benriach CURIOSITAS. Let's see what we find in this wonderful expression from the Benriach Distilling Company. Unfortunately, no mention of chill, filtration or coloring. Nevertheless, we've got a warm gold color there, bright gold. If I see it on the camera, you can see the legs on the glass forming there. It's a 10-year-old expression. And on the nose, slanger, a dusty campfire smoke. Quite different from Islay peat, the Highland peat, because on the Islay peat I often get iodine and quite a maritime sensation on both the aroma and the palate. But with Highland peat, Speyside peat, not so much more of a dusty campfire smoke, grilled sweet fruit, a bit of caramel and honey, and even some strawberries. And of course, if you do the drop in the palm test, a drop of this whiskey on the palm, rub it fiercely to get the alcohol to evaporate, and then the aroma that you get is a toasted fruit and bran muffin aroma. On the palate, sweet campfire smoke, honeyed fruit. A little bit nutty, but the honey from the nose to the palate, it almost gives you like a caramelized nut experience, and then towards the end a wood, spice and peppery finish. A medium long finish, smoky, vanilla, woody on the finish. Of course, if you do the empty glass test, after a few hours in the glass, the aromas that you get is a sweet campfire smoke, sweet peat campfire smoke aroma. 46%, so we can be quite generous with a few drops of water. And let's see how a few drops of water impacts or changes. Oftentimes in whiskey, a few drops will open up some new aromas and flavors, but then in some whiskeys, it just kills it. So it's a matter of experimenting and always subjective. Palates differ. So even what I'm sharing with you is only my personal experience. After a few drops of water, a little more smoke, and some vanilla fudge now emerging after the water. So it opened up something new on the palate. Softer. Wow. Wonderful soft caramel, smoky toffee. And then as it towards the finish, again that woody, peppery sort of finish. 500 Rand here in South Africa, which translates to about 25 pounds in the UK. Yet the price in the UK is more towards 32 pounds. But the price in South Africa, this is real good value. Everyday drinking, easy drinking, nice, especially for peat lovers who want to experiment with a slightly different kind of peat. In terms of the pairing, we here at the Whisky Couch have decided to go for Dutch smoked sausage. But very important, if you only do the smoked sausage, then oftentimes the saltiness in the smoked sausage would react with the alcohol and it will give you a prickling on your tongue. So what we do is we add a little bit of soft white cheese. In this case we've used here camembert cheese, so this is what it looks like at the end of the day. Just to soften the impact of the sausage, but the smokiness of the sausage goes so well with this peated single malt, and the soft cheese will make it easier to connect. So here we go. It's lovely, the sweet, fruity smoke aroma while tasting the smoky sausage with the creamy cheese. And it just, oh wow, the saltiness of the sausage enhances the sweetness of the whiskey, and then you get the smokiness, and interestingly enough, less pepper spice at the end, and I think that's because of the creamy cheese. Excellent pairing, and quite a good value whiskey. Something that I would definitely go back to. So that is our recommendation in terms of a food snack with this wonderful peated whiskey from the Speyside region. Well, from us here at the Whisky Couch, until next time, sláinte.